over here, this is what it looks like when we're making our apple pie. We make a really big apple pie. There's 5 or 6 pounds of apples in each pie. And that's how we pile them up when we're making the pie. And when they come out of the oven, this is what they look like. They've got a big, tall pie here. It stands this high off the table. It's a big pie for big appetites. We also make pies that are covered with crumbs, too. Would you like to see the ovens that we bake these pies in?
Yes!
We can put 6 of these big pies in each oven. This is what I was talking about. These boxes are too big for us to pick up. So we use this machine. It's called a forklift, and that's what picks them up. Okay, I'm going to show you how we sort the apples. Follow me. I'm going to ask you all to line up right along this wall here, please. And I'm going to explain how this machine works, okay? Yeah, okay, come on. This is what we call an apple grading machine. It's how it helps us to sort the apples. We put the big box of apples on here with the forklift. This comes up and meets this, and then everything tips all the way up in the air, and it tumbles all the apples out into this tunnel. Inside this tunnel is water and brushes that wash the apples. As they come out of the tunnel, they roll along here onto this belt. When they get to this belt, they go up the ramp here and onto our sorting table. We look at the apples as they pass through here, and as I said earlier, we look at them to see, is it a beautiful apple we want to put in a bag and sell in the store? Do we want to make pie with it, so we peel it? Or are we going to make apple cider with it? And that's why we sort the apples, so we have all nice apples for people to buy to eat, and the ones that aren't so nice, we cook or make juice out of, okay?
Okay.
And this is where we make the apple cider. Come on in here. And this is where we make the apple cider. This machine was built by Mr. Mackey's father, Bob, back in the 1960s. He designed and built this apple cider press himself because to buy one was more than he could afford. So he built one instead. So it's a little rustic, but very cleverly made. And I'll explain how we use it. We take the apples that we sort for cider, we put them in a grinder, which is the big steel thing behind you, kind of like a blender. It chops up the apples into tiny little pieces, kind of like applesauce. And we take it from there, we pump it over into this area, and what we do is we put this rack down, and you can see it has all these holes in it. That's so the juice could flow out. We put the rack down, we set the frame inside of it, and we take a cider cloth. We don't use this one, I only use this for demonstration, so. We put it on here. We put in all the apple, it looks like applesauce. We fill this up with what looks like applesauce, and then we fold it over and make like a package out of it. And then we do a stack of these that comes all the way up to here. This will be full of all these racks and all these cloths with the applesauce. We square it up under this plate here. We hit the hydraulic switch, which makes a motor start, and it pushes down. And it squishes and squishes and squishes and squishes all that applesauce and squeezes all the juice out. The juice runs out into this tray that we have a hose on, and then we pump it into our holding tank, which is like a big refrigerated bathtub. And all the cider goes in there, and the 2 paddles swirl around to keep it all mixed up nice. And then it's turned on so it stays cold as well. Then we jug it into gallons, half gallons, quarts, pints, and half pints for people to purchase to bring home to drink. Now, are they going to be allowed to have a taste of cider? Excuse me?
No, I'm just joking.
I hope that you learned something today. Now, we're going to have a little bit of time before the hay wagon comes back down. So I want to ask your teacher, do you want them to eat now? Or
When we get off the wagon, you're going to put your backpacks in a pile right outside the fence there, not in the playground area, right on the ground, right outside the fence. And that way you have to carry around with your bag, take it, all your stuff is in it, okay? And then Laura, who's in the red, she's going to meet you right by those apples to show you what to do with the apples after you take them, okay? Ready? Sounds good. You guys were all really, really good. Thank you. You are one at a time. One at a time. I got it. 1, 2, big step. The last step is a big step. Yep. One at a time. Put your... Where's your jacket, Nasir? Hello.
How you doing? Y'all are going up now?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Jones.
How you doing?
Boom. You too.
You got his backpack? I went back to get it yesterday. Yeah. His backpack. I'll watch you fall.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, Miss Thompson, I know you didn't take. Miss Jones, I know you didn't take that.
Just for calling me Miss Thompson, I got you.
You gonna paste it
Uh-huh.
I will. I really don't want to take another day off yet.
Don't get mad if you take 2 or 3 days off.
Yeah, they say we can't take Andrews on no more trips. What you say, Jay?
I'm over here putting on my spectacles.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Jay, can you put this in the van? I can't carry this in me. Oh, look at her taping.
Just put it down until I come back, Mom. I'm going to hayride.
Thank you.